Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to try and take off with it. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So not as hard, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A nice little juke. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Really was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second and 5. They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
2nd and goal. At the 4-yard
2nd and 4. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
16-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff.
At the 16-yard line.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike Williams.
59 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals, nothing.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Counter play with Jacobs. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Drops throw into the hands of Pickens.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, Goff. He finds his man complete. That's short. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on the first down. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The Browns at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a handoff up the middle. Trammell.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did.
Well, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
On second down, Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
All the option left, it's Jones.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Goff now looking to throw. Touchdown Bengals. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Goff going to shift him around.
14. 14.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Another modest nice gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 31, Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Martin Emerson.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try the left side. Trailer. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hey, check that, street, smash. Bronco switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Trailer. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now back to throw. That's to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's 2nd and 3.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And the Bengals first down.
North salad. Go.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Trailer. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
At the 46-yard line.
Second and 15. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 46 yards. And the Browns add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Play action. It's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up second and 8.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Go tonight.
From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught by Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, take over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Left side here, that's the tight end fan. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Goff. taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on second and long. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it, full speed, all out.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, this...
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.